Hello, Pisces. My name is Tiffany from Tiffany's Tarology, and it's so good to be here with all of you today. We are going to be using my new Christmas tarot deck, but because I'm in the midst of a move and things are everywhere, I know I brought my stickers to cover up the parts of the cards that YouTube will not allow us to show. So if there are any cards that do come out, there's no stickers, I may not be able to show them on the camera, okay? So as we're tapping into today's energy, I am going to open up the oracle for you and see what Spirit wants you to know. But the Queen of Pentacles and Saving Face is here. So you may be going through a time right now, Pisces, especially as we gear up for the holidays, where you're just having to literally show up and be as positive as possible during a more difficult time in your life. With the Queen of Pentacles, this could be about strain within your family life, within your finances, within your children's lives at this time. This could have something to do with your physical home and changes around that. But with the Saving Face card, it says you may need to grin and bear it to maintain respect and keep your job. We're not going to talk specifically about work, but this could be work for you as well. It says, or you need to smile and make nice to get the position that you want. So there's something in your life right now where you're just having to be kind, bear with it, maybe get through the end of the year. I see a big transition coming for you as we go into 2026. But right now it might feel like you're kind of just dealing with things. So let's tap in. I love it. It says you're entitled to all of the peace and more. So right now, Pisces, just smile, grin, bear it, get through these last few weeks of 2025, be in expectation of something really beautiful for you and more peace in your life in 2026. Spirit is saying you are deserving of that, every ounce of that, okay? We're going to go ahead and dive straight into your oracle and see what messages want to come through for you today, Pisces. You have shedding, gestures, strategy, brilliance, signs, long-term, passage, frozen, roll the dice, and protection. On the bottom of your deck, you have real passion, offerings, and honest work. All right, Pisces. So first and foremost, with us getting the snake here, many of you may have heard that this is the year of the snake. I believe it's the wood snake, and next year is the year of the fire horse. Big shedding energy this year where we are experiencing changes in who we are, revelation of people and situations around us that maybe didn't show us who they really were. I see that your spirit team is allowing you to shed situations where your protection was at risk, where your safety, I should say, was at risk. You're being protected from these situations by outgrowing them, by moving on from them, and moving into a more safe space. It may feel, though, that this is I would say like a tricky situation with roll the dice here, whether this is about a relationship you're in or a person that you're dating or a situation that you've just found yourself in financially, because we did have the Queen of Pentacles. There could be something else going on in your life in regard to your finances, your money, a business. But I think you are being given the green light to take a chance, risk a situation, and you are going to see that as long as you bring in some strategy into this situation, which is where you have the strategy card here. Sorry, guys, these nails. With the strategy and brilliance, I feel like you're going to come up with a clever idea. Your spirit team may be part of the reason why you have this grand idea to go in a new direction, in a different direction. And you're going to find that the way that you move forward in this situation is going to be perfect. But I do strongly feel that if you've been kind of in a position right now where you feel the need to walk away from someone, or let's say you've been feeling kind of out in the cold, a relationship or a job has come to kind of a stalemate energy. If you haven't been able to find a job, if something was just taking a really long time to come to fruition, understand that it was for your highest good. Your spirit team may have been sending you signs about which way to go. I'm seeing like a slow and steady pour of this information, not something you were receiving all the time. Maybe something that felt like you would hear from God one day and you wouldn't hear from God for weeks or months, or you maybe were even questioning, how do I move forward? What I'm hearing your spirit team say very, very loudly is the delays, the getting frozen out in the cold, especially like if you've been looking for a job, if a relationship has just been going through all kinds of transition. This has been for you to have a better situation in the long term. It says an opportunity could turn into a long-term career move, or you could be asked to commit to a position in exchange for more money. And this current passage that you've been on has just been a means to an end. So whatever happens, I do see someone is going to be reaching out to you. They're going to be letting you know that they have an offer for you. This person's hand has gold on it. I think there is going to be a beautiful opportunity that comes your way as a result of you just trusting that this situation, although it has been kind of icy, it's been kind of difficult. You've had to shed situations that you didn't expect to this year. As you close out 2025 and go into 2026, there is going to be this opportunity because you did kind of roll the dice. You did gamble this situation away from your life and say, hey, I'm going to take a risk and go in a new direction. You're going to actually find that if this is a relationship or work, real passion comes in, a better aligned partner, a better aligned career, a better aligned home situation, a better aligned business opportunity. I see all of those things coming in. It says because you're no longer wasting your time. It says on dead end jobs or dead end passions. You're no longer settling. It says for less than you truly deserve. So when you start to shed these commitments that you've been in. Some of you have been in long-term commitments. You've been in contract with somebody for a while. And as you've strategized this way out of this situation, or you've been in a long-term bind of finding nothing, you're going to see that that offer does come in. Again, I'm seeing with the gesture card, and this is the offering card. It says you will be offered a new position or investment opportunity. Think about it and research it carefully before accepting. And this could also be a new partner, a new romantic opportunity, a new home. And with honest work, it says it's okay to have a job that's not very glamorous. Get some experience to help you move up in the future. Success is a process, not a quick fix. So some of you may also find that as you shed the old, you receive this offer because you strategize this move out of this current situation you're in for your own protection. You're going to walk into a new offer. It may not be exactly what you want, or it may not come as quickly as you had desired, but this is exactly where your spirit team wanted you to go because there was something that you needed to shed, something that you needed to let go of, that you've been getting clear signs about, where it's time to move on from this situation. And any delay, any feeling out in the cold has been for your greatest good. I see harmony coming in for many of you. And it says it's important for you to have a quiet, peaceful work atmosphere in order for you to thrive. Working at home or for yourself is best. So for those of you who have been looking at a career opportunity, you may be building something from home. You may be doing something that's going to bring you a lot of money, a lot of prosperity, from the home space. And for those of you where this is more about home and family situations, I do see a more harmonious home situation coming into fruition for you because that's going to help you in so many different ways. Again, we pulled that oracle on peace. Spirit wants you to be in a more peaceful state of mind. And I feel like wherever you were or whatever you were dealing with previously, it maybe always had you in fight or flight, anxiety. Wow, that was a horrible shuffle. Not feeling your best. I'm seeing this Five of Pentacles here, maybe feeling stalled out in the cold. Someone who just doesn't see you for your worth, being devalued, not making enough money for your family, in a home that's falling apart. It's time to restructure all of that. Okay. Let's tap in, Pisces. Current situation for Pisces as they kind of set forward. Wow. Immediately we have the Fool. So this is an opportunity, Pisces, to trust that when you roll the dice on either this new job, this new relationship, this new home, a new environment for yourself, taking a risk on a business that you've been thinking about, there is going to be a lot of unexpected twists and turns, but there is going to be so much beauty in doing something that you almost, I want to say, didn't do, almost threw off to the side, or maybe you almost didn't commit to doing something new. You were worried about the heartbreak, the setbacks, the restriction that has been placed on your life. But Spirit says there's opportunity for you to thrive right now with the King of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. A new opportunity for you in love, in business, thriving, your confidence, your health improving, all because you understood, okay, I've got to go a new way. Your challenge at this time. What's challenging Pisces as they roll the dice? The Tower. I think this is being afraid of change, and there's nothing wrong with being afraid of change, but change is the law of life. If you never take a risk because you are afraid of the Tower, you are never going to see what's on the other side of this Tower. I have a feeling that this unexpected change is going to really improve your life. It may feel like everything is falling away before it gets better, though. We've all heard that saying of things tend to get worse before they get better. But it's how you rebuild. It's what you focus on. And I do see a beautiful energy coming into your life with the Two of Wands, the Six of Cups to the Ace of Cups from going in a new direction. Some of you, this will be a new soulmate who enters your life. This doesn't have to be a romantic soulmate. Always keep in mind, Pisces, that we have soulmates who are teachers, bosses, directors, business partners, family members, all of that. And I think that what happens is when you take this risk, when you roll the dice, again, the roll the dice card says, when you put yourself out there, you are hiding your talents. Time to put yourself out there, you are hiding your talents. And it's time to take a risk and step into the spotlight. There is an opportunity for you that just cannot come in without you taking that leap of faith. The Fool card is rolling the dice. The Tower may fall, but Spirit, clarify the Tower for Pisces. Clarify that Tower. It's what they're afraid of. I also feel like you may be holding on too tightly to a familiar hell, and you don't want that unfamiliar heaven to come into your life because you just don't know what it is. Ooh, Judgment. And I'm sorry I can't show that card all the way, but there is an opportunity for you, Pisces, to really and truly walk into something new called judgment on a situation that has been burdening you and walk into something brand new, okay? I absolutely love that for you. I absolutely love that for you. Your spirit team is saying, I've been asking you to do this thing or to go in this new direction to find more rest. More peace. There is a new opportunity, Pisces. Look at this. New opportunity. It comes in slowly and it builds over time. But if you take the opportunity, you allow it to go in a new direction for you, slowly but surely you will build something new. I think what you need to be thinking about right now, and again, they're showing you the steps. When you get rid of the fear of what could be, the fear of what you see in front of you or you don't see in front of you, that is how you open the pathway to your new beginning, okay? I think the best way I can explain this, and I think you're getting what I'm saying, but I'm just being told to kind of like really reel this in. You don't know what you don't know. And if you stay in a situation or at a job or in a relationship or in a home or in an environment where it does not serve you, but that's all you know, the second that you choose that Ace of Pentacles, that new opportunity, the second that you do, you immediately have the opportunity to change your timeline and to go in a new direction. That is where then the offers, the opportunities, people are able to make themselves available to you. If you don't take the risk and you stay where you are, you will only get as much as you know. And it could get worse. Again, that card did say this is for your protection. So let's say this is a job. Maybe your job is going to go through some big restructuring and it feels like I could never leave this job in the comfort of this job. But maybe it's not going to be around forever. Maybe there's something coming in to buy out the company. Maybe it's going bankrupt. Maybe AI is, taking it over. But there is a new opportunity, Pisces, a new commitment, a new long-lasting structure that wants to come into your life. Strengths at this time? This is beautiful. The Four of Pentacles. So the strength that you have is that where you've been, it's been good. It's solid. You're on some kind of solid ground. It's not going anywhere. I feel like you were in a stable situation. There's some volatility here and there, but it's mediocre. I think what you see as your strength is the foundational support. But what you don't realize with the Star to the Page of Cups to the Three of Cups is there's absolutely bigger and brighter avenues for you that actually come with a lot more fulfillment as well. This isn't just about the pentacles. This isn't just about the structure. Again, I'm seeing like someone who doesn't want to leave what they have because they feel like, well, this is pretty good how it is. But what they don't know is that they could actually go into a star energy. They could actually be super lucrative. They could actually become world renowned. You could actually end up in a relationship where you are super duper happy and fulfilled emotionally. That's that new offer. That's that good news. So yes, it is good that what you have is solid, what you have is stable, what you have has some kind of solid rock. But it's also this tower. You can think of this foundational energy of the Four as this base upon which this tower has been built. You don't want that tower to fall because you see the potential in it. But I want to tell you that there's something better for you. There's something better for you, Pisces. Area of focus. But I think what you have built is solid, though. I'm proud of you for what you've built, but there's more. They want you to release. But the Death card here is your area of focus. Your spirit team wants you to focus on what needs to be and like what needs to end so that something new can come in. Plain and simple. You have so much major arcana in this first row. You have the Fool, the Tower, the Judgment, and the Death card. This is truly a monumental shift that was supposed to happen in your life. Like this is truly and honestly, I feel like the shift that you were supposed to go through. Yeah, it's like, I feel like a time in your life of feeling stuck, feeling stranded, feeling burdened, feeling used up or unappreciated, or just there's a lackluster energy, a lack of passion within a relationship or a job or a community that is coming to an end for you. Near future. Wow. Okay, I can't show her completely, but you have the World card and you have the Ten of Swords. So what these cards together signify, let me actually do it like this. What these cards signify here is the end of a chapter of suffering. You could have gone through, or maybe in the near future, you will go through one last betrayal. But you know what I see, which is really cool about these Christmas cards? Santa's sleigh and all his reindeer are above. And that's like the sun rising on the other end of all of this difficulty. So as we set off, maybe Christmas is going to be very significant for where there is a turn of the tides for you, where the end of a difficulty finally kind of like, whew, it's over. That energy could be coming in. This is time for you to understand that whatever has been ailing you, hurting you, keeping you stuck, that energy is about to pass. You are about to walk into your Empress, King of Pentacles era, where you have what you need, you're provided for, you're taken care of. You are so prepared for this future life. You are actually getting such an upgrade from where you've been that this betrayal, this death, this ending, all of it, the tower that falls, it won't hurt you because it doesn't hit you like a tower. I see success. I see movement forward. I see just life taking off. What you felt was a tower, or what you're going to think is a tower, is actually going to be one of the best like endings of your life. if that makes any sense. Yes. It's absolutely. I see here King of Wands, Page of Pentacles, the Chariot. This situation that ends sets you onto a trajectory for more passion, more love, more beauty, more refinement, less chaos. I also see authority. And let's say this is about a relationship. I feel like you're going to have somebody who actually commands presence when you're with them. Like maybe you're going to be getting with somebody who also has a lot of authority. You have a lot of authority and you may have been with people who don't. Okay, recent past. Ooh, I saw the Justice. Did y'all see that? Things are coming into balance for you, Pisces. This reading is full of major arcana. And major arcana, for those of you who don't know, are basically the cards that are not cups, pentacles, swords, or wands. They are the cards at the beginning of the tarot that basically have just title names to them. And they are massive indicators of specific shifts and changes in your life that hold a bigger impact. I would say like they are the book, whereas the minor arcana are like the chapters, okay? They are the book. Your book is changing completely, Pisces. Recent past. 10 of Cups. You became aware of what you truly valued. And what you truly valued actually wasn't what you were involved in, what you were surrounded by. You realize that in order to have this 10 of Cups, I have to actually take a risk towards it. Because what I have now, it might feel okay. It might be like my 6 of Cups. It might be my 9 of Cups even. But that 10 of Cups is being completely and emotionally fulfilled. In the recent past, I think you began to see either where this wasn't happening in your life or where you could see yourself going next. This could be like, I have this dream job, this dream relationship, this dream location that I want to go to, this dream home. And instead, I've been trying to work and be around somebody who doesn't make me feel emotionally and mentally fulfilled. You could have been dealing with a lot of guilt also for choosing yourself, and you may be dealing with that right now. But Spirit says, put yourself out there. Definitely, if you're trying to start a business, this is about you going after what makes you happy on a daily basis, not just choosing that mediocre, stable job, that mediocre, stable life, okay? Advice. The Moon. Follow the signs. Follow your intuition. Follow the moon itself. I love to see where the moon is and how the moon activates my astrology chart. For those of you who are into astrology, you don't necessarily have to tap into that. But for instance, the new moon we just had in Sagittarius is in my 10th house of public status, who I am, career. So there's going to be a new beginning there for me, right? For you, Sagittarius could be your sun. It could be your rising. It could be your moon sign. Who knows? I know a Sag moon who's moving. They have a new home. And over the next 6 months, there's going to be massive changes and more solidifying of that energy. You know, like maybe in 6 months, my friend who's moving into that new house, maybe that house will be done. I don't know. But whatever the case is, with the moon here as your advice, your spirit team is saying, pay attention to how your life is moving with the cycles of the moon, but also listen to your intuition. And just as a dog or a wolf follows its instincts, what are your instincts telling you to do right now? Are they telling you to crave that peace that we pulled in the oracle today? Or is it telling you to continue to go after all the chaos and that frozen, stalled out energy where you've been? I see you really being discontent because what you want, you don't have. This could be someone who's just feverishly trying to go after their goals of abundance or that new home or a family life that feels abundant. You've been with partners who have been deceptive and who have been emotionally unavailable. You've been at locations and working at corporations that steal your time, your energy, your money. You have people who are just, ugh. So here you are with the Wheel of Fortune and the Hanged Man, trying to imagine a new beginning for yourself. You're taking this pause, this siesta, this rest to allow time to tell you, okay, time is up for this situation. And you are manifesting with the Magician a bright new beginning. Ace of Wands. You deserve it and more. Follow your instincts. Be the fool. Take the risk. You won't regret it. Your environment at this time. I saw the Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Wands. Okay. Let's see if they want to pop back out. Okay. I like this. I still feel the energy of that Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, but okay, we have the Seven of Cups to start. What shows me that right now, the environment that you're looking at is an illusion. Remember, your spirit team said you are shedding things right now. You're getting rid of things, and things are also becoming more clear to you for your own protection. What may, and this is what my guides are also showing me, what may have felt like a solid foundation, you in the future would have found out it actually was not. It would have become the tower that you weren't hoping for, rather than you being the fool and saying, I'm out. It would have become a tower in your life that would have been more detrimental to you had you stayed. So what happens is you begin, again, this is your environment, to look at new options, avenues. You change the course of your life forever by taking this risk, okay? Yes, it's going to feel scary. Yes, it's going to be a little bit daunting, and you're going to feel nervous about this. But you're going to actually become more emotionally grounded and aware of who and what you are than you have ever been before, and that is when the opportunity will come in. It will feel like a dark and heavy ending, but you rebuild, you find more peace, you find more rest. Your passion for what you do, what you work for, where you live, who you love, it improves. And after, I think, going on a journey of self-discovery and rest and learning who you really are, that is when this passionate new love comes in. Be cautious though. Maybe every single person that comes in with the Knight of Wands won't be the perfect person, because that can be a hot and cold energy. But I see someone really passionate about you, someone who is in hot pursuit of you, someone who actually is looking for you. Let's say this is a job opportunity, someone who sees the value of the work that you do. If this is your own business, maybe you have a lot of offers, or you have people who want to work with you or work for you. They think that you have something really beautiful to offer. What you don't see coming from taking this risk, from this leap. Wow, the Four of Wands. This is beautiful. This is the celebration card. This is the card of new beginnings, of fresh starts, of new love, of business, of home, of engagements and parties and celebrations. And that came up a couple of days ago, that in the next 6 months, Pisces, I really do see you celebrating something, maybe the completion of something, the beginning of something else for others. I don't know, kind of put yourself where you go. But this opportunity that you take on yourself, this risk, this full energy, where yes, everything is going to feel like it's tumbling down for a while. You may be purging things, getting rid of things, really not sure if you're making the right decision. But what it is clearing up the space in the room for the celebration to come in, for the celebratory energy to find you, and potential outcome for Pisces as they walk forward boldly into this decision that I don't think you're going to feel super bold about at first. But Five of Pentacles, you shed the weight of this energy. I'm going to clarify your five, but you shed the weight of that old life. I think you come face to face with where you would have been. My spirit team is also telling me this is the potential outcome that you would have if you don't get out of this situation. You will just continue to encounter hurt, harm, malintent. Tell me about this Five of Pentacles. Ooh, it's the Lovers, y'all. I got to cover them up. I had a feeling this would come out. The choice is yours. Do you choose the option where you have it all? You have the Ten of Cups. Do you choose the option where you lose it all? Five of Pentacles. Ultimately, the choice is yours. Do I think that you will rebuild no matter what you do? Absolutely, because this isn't what's meant for you at the end of the day. I think the potential outcome of staying, of not taking that risk, is the Five of Pentacles. But if you keep your boundaries up, you know who you are, you're self-assured, you follow your instincts. When the option of the Lovers comes into your life, where you have this opportunity to elevate, make more money, be in a prosperous relationship, move to a new home, that opportunity for you comes through because you took a risk on yourself. You won't get this opportunity by staying small. So I'm going to leave you with that, Pisces. Take the risk. You won't regret it. The only thing you will regret is if you don't take this risk, you are bound to stay in that Five of Pentacles energy where you don't want to be. All right, my loves, I hope this message finds you where you are. I hope this was encouraging. And if you did make it this far into the video, please leave me a comment and say, I'm walking into more peace. Love you, Pisces. Bye.